Okay. Yeah, so it's time for the Ascended Masters. And I love this card. I'm so happy to have this one today. I love this card because I know these cards very well. I've had them for a few years. And this is a lovely one. Let me get it right. Amaterasu. And she's a Japanese Shinto goddess. Come out of the closet. And there's a beautiful myth around her as well. I love it. I think she's so beautiful. And I think what this is really saying, come out of the closet, is show your true self. Easy. Show your true self. Shine, shine with your particular effervescence. Be authentic, because there's no one can disagree with that. And I think part of that is also letting go of our judgments of ourselves, particularly, and other people. Speaking our truth with love. And when we shine, particularly of those people who are less kind of confident or just more kind of less sort of extrovert, when we shine, we give everybody else permission to shine too. So we get a much shinier world. So I think it's a lovely card, and I will post that later with the little bit of story about her. But it's all about her seeing her own beauty in the mirror and coming out of the cave. So very appropriate for today. I think we're coming out of the cave into the light. So we're going to lay down on the ground if you're not laid down already. Oh, spilt my drink. Okay. I think I need to be a slightly different angle. So laying down on the ground, lying in Shavasana, connecting with the ground, connecting with the earth, and just place your hands on your body wherever it feels it needs some extra support, connection. I'm placing my hands on my belly or on my heart, on my forehead, and yeah, it's going to maybe each time when we do this, sometimes it's going to feel different, and there's different places that are feeling the need of that. And as we place our hands on our body, feel that all the other people who are here in this session are also, we're connecting to the healing power, connected healing power. So it's like turbocharged with our mutual support and focus. And you can change the position of your hands. Close your eyes, take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Feel the breath in your body through your hands, and breathe out through your mouth. Give it a sigh, give it some sound. Let's try that again. Give it a bit more sound, breathing in. Let it all go. Notice the release of tension. Feel your support of the ground. Feel the points of your body that are on the ground, that are making contact with the ground. Feel the surface of the skin. And the surface of the skin, this big organ, the biggest organ of the body, the skin surface is breathing, is permeable. So we might feel like these little separate little universes, but we also are totally connected. And let's connect up to that energy grid. So you can, if you want, you can keep your hands there. You can let your arms rest to the side. So with your eyes closed still, let's just make a sound to connect up to that endless supply of energy. Breathing into the nostrils. I'm going to make the mantra Om out through the mouth. Let your sound out. Let yourself shine. Just feel your breath in your body moving. Feel how your body feels. Feel the surface of the skin and how it may be having a slightly different vibration now. And let's just hug the knees to the body. Have a little rock side to side. Have a little rock side to side. So all the time we are noticing, this is our container, this is our body, this is our person, this is who we are. But we are also connected with everything and everybody else. Let's extend the arms and the legs. Let's extend out. So it's all about extending out and then contracting in, and we just feeling the edges of that. Push the heels up, extend the fingers to the ceiling, but keep the shoulders on the ground. So we're really extending through the whole arms. And let's rotate the wrists and ankles and get some movement, some spirals going in the joints. Breathing freely in and out through the nostrils now, just to get that energy moving and flowing. Let's rotate in the other direction. So more subtle parts of the body, these little small joints. Just because they're small doesn't mean to say they can't cause problems if they get stiff or if they get out of use. Have another little rock. And then we're going to take the hands around the front of the knees, breathing in, take the knees away, holding onto them. And then as you breathe out, squeeze the knees in, lift the nose towards the knees. So we're getting ourselves very small. Notice how the bottom lifts off the ground as we curl into ourselves. And again, expanding, reaching out, contracting, reaching in. So finding maybe there's a bit more capacity, maybe there's a bit more space. There's more space inside as we expand inwardly, and there's more space to reach out to. Breathing out, squeeze, and empty out all the breath. Inhaling, laying the head down, extending the back, keep feeling that sense of support, and breathing out. And different option, if you want, is you can let go of the knees, take the arms above the head, and take the knees as far away as you want them to, but without bringing the feet onto the ground. And then breathing out, we come back to this same position, squeeze into this little seed of potential. Breathing in, and only take, a good guide is only take the feet away as long as you can keep that back glued to the ground. So if it starts to lift off, then that's your point of like, okay, no, don't go any further. Because you put too much strain on your back, and that's really kind of out of alignment with the yoga practice. Our spines, our backs, are really key. We also have a slight kind of focus on the spine, the nervous system, and the energetic system, which are all kind of more subtle layers of the same thing in a way. It's very strong physical center, spinal column, snaking up through the body. Let's make this the last couple. Breathing in, expanding, breathing out, squeezing all the breath out. Last one. Breathing in, and then breathing out. Squeeze and empty everything out. And then place the soles of the feet on the floor. Let's give ourselves a full extension. Let's take the arms above the head, point the toes, and maybe just extending the limbs away. So extending the right arm up above your head and pushing the right heel away. So extending the right side, and then we extend the left side, pushing the left heel away, extending through the left fingers extending. And we can just try that one side at a time, just enjoying that kind of snaky feeling in the spine as we kind of wriggle on the ground, writhing like a snake on the ground, getting our real physical animal bodies. Yeah, think about the snake. It's the whole surface of its body is in contact all the time. So let the legs relax now. Just roll them back and forth to free them up. Arms are relaxed on the ground, so they don't have to be straight. It's whatever feels comfortable for your shoulders. Breathe in through your nostrils. Keep the chin slightly tucked in. And as you breathe out, lifting the arms up above the head. This is all out breath, out breath, out breath, and the hands reach the ground gently. So feel them key qualities here are steady, even, flow, and focus. Breathing in, expanded. Notice how the chest opens on there. And as you breathe out, you're kind of closing that down. Again, expansion and contraction. So, if we feel shy to shine, sometimes we can shine a little bit, and then we can kind of creep back and restore ourselves, and then come out and shine again a little bit. As long as you shine, you can take a rest from it sometimes. Breathing in and breathing out. And shining doesn't have to be show-offy or big. It can be just showing up in a true, authentic way. Sharing ourselves, our true selves, with each other. Breathing out, letting the arms rest by the sides. And then let's bend the knees. Place the soles of the feet on the ground, close to the buttocks, hips width apart, parallel with those feet. Tuck the chin in firmly now, hands flat down either side, fingers extended down to the bottom of the mat, so the shoulders are down away from the ears. Now as you inhale, you're going to lift the hips off the ground, but you can warm up into this. So maybe, a small movement to begin, but make sure you're rolling that spine down on the exhale. Inhaling, lifting up. Inhaling, maybe go a little bit higher, pushing into the feet and the hands, and also checking. So there's an emphasis here on the thighs, staying equidistant, particularly the knees. And you'll find you'll have to work your thighs a little bit harder to keep those in line. And that's really helping to teach or develop that kind of alignment and evenness and balance in these muscles. Breathing in, lifting up, maybe opening the front of the body, opening the belly up, and then rolling the spine down. Keep the chin tucked in. Inhale. So we're moving again with a very snake-like spine. Inhaling and exhaling, rolling down. Feel that lovely, smooth, silky quality of spine, which we find with that smooth, silky breath. So you find that keeping focus on the steadiness and ease and flow, which is helped by breathing out a little bit longer, which will deepen and slow your breath, give you more space. If you want to, again, you can move the arms with this, inhaling, lifting the arms up, lifting the hips, and exhaling. Try and keep that strength in the thighs. It's almost squeezing the thighs together slightly, or towards each other. It's a bit more accurate, towards each other. So a slight squeeze, the thighs moving towards each other, breathing out. And this time let the hands rest there, and let's counterpose by having the knees, having another little rock and roll around. Having a rock and roll side to side. Let's have a look at these hips. So hands on the knees again. Inhaling, take the knees away. Exhaling, let the knees fall out to the side. Move a little bit. And come back to the body, breathing out. Inhaling, take the knees away. Exhaling, open up. Knees fall away from each other, come back to the body. So what we're doing here is drawing two separate circles with the knees. And they're going away from each other. Let the feet come apart from each other as well. So try not to keep the toes together. We're just letting the feet fall away. Lower part of the legs just relaxed. Breathing in, breathing out. Feel your breath is in that hip joint. Keep the breath in and out through the nostrils. So we'll try the other opposite direction now, starting with the knees together but away from you. Hands just holding the kneecaps, extended arms, breathe in. Fill the body with air. Exhaling, draw the knees into the body, then opening them up. Inhale as you open those knees up and go away from you. Exhale, squeeze the knees in. Inhale as the knees go away, making space for the air. So really, again, emphasis on emptying out. We just empty all the air out. And enjoying the smoothness of the movement, the flow, the joints becoming more lubricated and flowing. Hug the knees once more. Place the hands behind the knees. Let's have a little rock and roll on the length of the spine. Back and forth, getting a bit of energy into that system. Maybe you'll be able to rock right up to seated. So give it a bit of momentum so you can rock right up. We'll come up to seated for a moment. Okay. Sitting cross-legged. Let's interlink the fingers, stretch up. So stretching up through the arms, keep the chin slightly tucked in, back of the neck is long. Really feel the front of the body is getting nice and lengthened. Feel the ribs lifting away from the hips. We're creating space. Breathe in to the whole of the chest, particularly the front of the body. You'll feel that as the ribs lift, and as you breathe out, feel the hands are pushing up to the ceiling. And then breathe in again. And we'll just lean over to the left, as you breathe out. Breathing in to come up, just have a little lengthen to the sides and breathing out over to the right. So we just change from side to side. Inhale, lengthen up, breathing out. So we're still pushing through the hands as we lean over to the side, breathing in and breathing out, keeping that spine nice and long all the time. Breathing in and breathing out. One more breath in, stretch up, and breathing out, lower the arms down. Just roll the shoulders back a few times. Yeah, squeeze out the tension and forward to the shoulders. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Let's have a look at this neck. So we're going to extend the right arm up into the sky, take that to the back of the neck, the fingers just below the left ear there, elbow reaching up to the sky again, breathing in. This arm is just relaxed, and breathing out, just bringing the chin to the chest, letting the head drop, and then just letting naturally your nose and eyes point towards the left knee, and just releasing a bit of weight from that arm. Keep dropping the left shoulder, so we're really trying to increase naturally without pushing the space in the left side of the neck. So we're just breathing here with support. The hands there to support and hold gently. Good. And just don't forget to sit up nice and tall, but keep that neck relaxed. Breathe fully. Breathe in, fully exhale. Use the inhale to lift up the head and the arm, and exhale, release. See how that feels. Extend the left arm up on an inhale, look up at that left hand. Exhaling, bring it to the back of the neck, and the fingers come around to the right, just under the right ear. Again, breathing in and then breathing out, the chin come into the chest, the right arm is relaxed. Keep dropping that right shoulder down. We want to try and get as much space on the right side. And as your head drops, then you'll feel you can relax the weight of the arm slightly as your nose points towards the right knee, your eyes looking at the right knee. And if you want, you can close your eyes here just to feel into this a bit more, breathing in and breathing out. This is a very simple but really effective practice for releasing tension in the neck. Immediately has an impact, and we don't tend to focus on our necks, or we put them under quite a lot of duress. Always try and move slowly with the neck. Use the inhale to lift your head up. Exhale, lower the arm down. Roll the shoulders back again. Is there more space? How does it feel? Does the neck feel more lively, long? And forwards with the shoulders now. Okay, forwards with the shoulders. Okay, good. Okay, so we're going to come into an all fours position now. Just going to do something. We're going to come into a cat pose. Okay. Coming into all fours here. Knees underneath the hips, hands underneath the shoulders, fingers spread wide, soft elbows. Breathing in, look forwards, lift the chest, shoulders back. Breathing out, the tail tucks under, we ripple up. Again, this snake-like spine ripples up through the spine, bring the chin to the chest. Then on the inhale, we lift the tail, and that ripples back up through the spine. This is inhaling, opening the chest, looking up, and exhaling, tucking the tail under. Try and keep the breath in and out through the nostrils to keep that steady stream, steady, even, slow, deep breath. Very embodied. The breath is in your body is being breathed, so you can feel that. And maybe to exaggerate that, close your eyes so you can feel that happening. Keep the shoulders soft. Keep the elbows soft. So we're really keeping this whole shoulder area very fluid, like a cat, you know how they're very fluid. Really finding the ends of the inhale. So it's full expression of the inhale, and then also finding the full expression of the exhale. Finding the end point, emptying out. Let's do one more of these. Breathing in. Feeling the chest, opening the heart. Heart is flying upwards, and then breathing out. And we continue that out breath by sitting back in the heels, sliding the hands forward, bring the forehead to the ground. You might want to have a little bit of a sway side to side here. That always feels good. Kind of rolling your forehead on the ground, easing out any tension there, and just reminding your head that it's a physical thing as well as, brain being there. And this point of focus, this inner this third eye, which also is about outward, inner and outward looking and seeing. In this position now, breathe into the ribs, the back ribs. Expand them like your wings. And really squeeze the breath out on the exhale. Let's move back and forth. We're kind of slowly making our way to standing here. So we're just going to get the back a bit more ready. Breathing in, come up to all fours. Breathing out, take the hips forwards, open the chest. We're just moving and breathing. Breathing in. And notice how you really track how your energy feels throughout your practice. How does it feel at the beginning? How does it start to feel? What is the impact? Different practices, being conscious of the spine, emptying the breath, deepening and slowing your breath. What is the impact on your energy, particularly? The feeling in your body? Breathing in and breathing out. Really squeeze that breath out. One more, breathing in. Breathing out, open the chest, shoulders down away from the ears. Don't forget, that's not so easy. Breathing in and breathing out. Take a moment there, sitting back into the heels. In fact, we'll just add a little something in here. So we're going to come up a little bit, get the right hand, back of the right hand on the ground here, and breathing out, just slide that hand away and just rest. You can rest the side of the head there, just on the right hand. Make a little pillow with the left hand, sorry. The right hand's underneath. Okay, and just rest your head there. So opening up the shoulder a little bit there, but breathing into the space between the shoulder blades there. Good. On the inhale, come back, up. And then making a space behind that right hand. So putting the back of the left hand on the ground, breathing in, slide the hand away. And you might want to make a pillow with the right hand there. Rest your head there, looking towards the right, towards the same direction as your hand. It's nice and easeful, just a gentle kind of opening between the shoulder blades, just by the position of the body, the support of the floor and the breath. That combination really is an easeful way to just develop some space and release tension in the body. So deepen your breath, get the full expression of this. Good, then come back. So we're going to take the hands forwards. Maybe sit back into your heels first of all to get the measure. Hands thrust forwards and the fingers are spread wide. We're going to come into downward dog. So we come up onto all fours here. Breathing in, tuck the toes under. Breathing out, lift the knees off the ground. And let's just get the legs a bit more lively by bending the right knee, left knee, pushing the right heel down, bending the right knee, pushing the left heel down. But really focus also, don't let the back, don't let go of that lengthening feeling all the time. There's a constant feeling of lengthening through the spine. So your fingers are pushing into the ground and away from the fingertips, the tail is lifting up into the ceiling. Breathe. Now just let the legs just settle. If I find it very tight on the hamstrings, focus more on the spine to begin. So have the knees slightly soft. Otherwise you can work keeping the tummy tucked in, keeping the chest open, keeping the shoulders away from each other. Breathe. Let's take a couple more breaths in downward dog. Let's see how that feels. Taking your time, not pushing or forcing anything, just constantly checking. Breathing deeply. Now let's walk the feet towards the hands. Bend the knees, let the body hang. Feels nice to relieve those hamstrings after they've been extended. So you bend the knees, let the body hang forwards. Notice how what part of the back is feeling relieved in this position. You can always also rest your elbows on your knees. Breathing in through the nostrils, sighing out through the mouth.
So we're going to unfurl now slowly. Keep breathing in and out from the nostrils. Keep the knees bent and just slowly uncurl this lovely snaky spine. It's kind of just going to unravel easily until you come to standing. So we're standing. Let's see, bring the sides of the feet together. We're going to energize ourselves with this energizer. One of my favorite little things. Breathing in, lift the arms up, interlink the fingers, stretch up, inhale, hold the breath. Lift the heels high off the ground. So we're stretching upwards and we're also squeezing the legs together, squeezing the arms together, holding the breath in, squeeze, and then breathing out softly. So it's very different. The out breath is out softly through the nostrils. Softly the heels land on the ground. Everything's soft. Inhale is vibrant. And more dynamic. Extend, hold that breath in. Let your battery build up. Let that light build up because you're going to shine. And then as your hands come down, this is like shining, yeah. Shining, soft. Heels come down, landing on the ground. Good. Let's try this one more time. Breathing in. Strong, determined, like an arrow. Yeah. This is very extended and dynamic. And then the opposing, it's like soft, floating, landing on the ground, arms floating down, breathing out, emptying out. Good. Let's get the body a bit more lively still. The brain in the body, lifting the left knee, meeting it with the right hand. Little cross crawl. Keep it light and springy. Keep the weight on the front of the foot, on the ball of the foot. And breathe in and out through the nostrils. Keep that energy moving. Keep it supported with your breath. Okay, now we're going to extend the leg, meet it with the opposite fingertips. Breathe. So if you've been doing this with me for a while, this should be in your body now, these little cross crawls. And they're great for resetting. You know, you can just do one or two of them if you want to. Beginning of the day, it's great. Get your brain in gear, literally. Leg out to the side, other arm comes over the head, and we echo it with the lower arm. So it looks like this. Breathing in and out. Let's enjoy our breath, our movement, our body in its entirety, not just the bits we like or think are okay, the whole thing. Good. Breathe. Enjoy. If you feel like it, smile. If you don't feel like it, smile. And we'll just do a couple more of these because I'm enjoying them. Lifting the knee up and meeting it, or trying to get the elbow on the other side of that knee. And again, keep it quite lively. If you feel energetic, you can make that very springy. Or not so much, but keep it light if you can. Squeezing in. And then we're going to lift and open. So it's opposites. A diagonal across the body is an easy way to think about it. Lifting and opening the left knee and the right arm, and then the opposite of that. So we're opening across the body. Breathe with it. Breathe. Opening the hip and the shoulder. Connecting up. Cross-lateral movement, really great for the brain and the coordination. Good. Okay. Just stand for a minute. Okay, let's settle. Take the feet apart for a Tai Chi twist, just to loosen all of that up and to connect with the space around us. So knees bend, and we let the arms swing heavily, turning the body, looking right behind you. Breathe. Keep the body upright. Don't let the body be floppy. Spine, you know, this snake we're talking about, it's not going to be very snake-like now. It's going to be upright, long. Bend the knees as your body faces forward, as your face faces forward. See if you can look right behind you. Let the arms swing heavily. Feel the flow and the ease and the loosening in this movement, and the space around you. The surface of your skin. Yeah, soles of your feet, top of your head, everything. Good. Okay, I think half breath is always a good thing to do, particularly at the end of the day. You may have
gathered some things we don't really need. So we stand with feet hips width apart, breathing in strongly, in through the nostrils, look up, out through the mouth. Knees bend, arms swing, shoulders relax. Let's try that again, breathing in. Make it a very strong, expressive. Yeah, we can throw that into the ground, breathing in. Releasing any kind of stodgy things, any barriers, any obstacles, anything that's kind of, you know, sticking and not really being processed and allowed to move. One more. Good. Swinging the arms, hit the hands in front and behind. Let's just clear the air. Air clearer. Smack. Waking up. Okay. We're going to start at the front of the mat with some standing postures. So standing. And we're going to take a big step back for warrior two. So put the weight on the left foot and step a big step back. Or maybe a couple of steps, a bit of shuffling as well sometimes. Get the hips level, looking at the long edge of the mat, breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, expand the chest, shoulders down. Breathing out, bending into the left knee, looking down that left arm. Let's just see how it feels. Have a real sense of opening the hips. It's almost like this right hip is coming back, and that'll be helped by pushing into the whole outside that right leg, as if it's our anchor leg that's diving into the ground. Opening up, almost feeling that little bit of pressure on the inside of the knee just to help it open up. Also think about your body being upright, coming up, directly up from the hips, rather than leaning forwards, which is a tendency. The fingers extending away. It's almost like the fingertips are just above either the toes there or the back of the foot. And if they're kind of going beyond, then we're really out of whack there. So it's evenness. Maybe have a little bit of a shuffle back and forth and find, yeah, that's even. My chest is lifted, my abdomen is strong, my base of my spine is feeling supported and is feeling held. Extending, looking down that left arm into the distance. Good. Come up on the inhale, lower the arms on the exhale, bend into the right knee and spring yourself back to the front of the mat. Let's have a little bit of a shake of the legs to reset and keep them lively. Weight on the right foot, big step back now with the left. So to the other side, big step. Again, check that your hips are level to themselves and the long edge of the mat that is in front of you. Breathe in, lift the arms up, lift the chest, lengthen the spine. So it's a wake up to the spine, breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing into that chest, breathing out, bending into that right knee. So think about the whole of yourself expanding from your center, everything expanding. The legs, the arms, the head, everything. Looking down the right arm with just that sense of determination. But there's a gentleness also, so pushing into that back leg, strong, left thigh, left buttock, opening here and across the hips, making sure the knee is just only, doesn't go any further than above the ankle. Have again another little shuffle back and forth. So taking the right arm forwards and the left arm back just to see, that's what I've got to play with, and I probably need to pull back slightly on the left arm, most likely. Keep lifting the chest, make it proud. Use the inhale to come up, exhale, lower the arms down gently, bend into the left knee and come back to the front of the mat. Again, let's have a little shake of the legs. Reset. So we're going to come into a side plank stretch. So starts like a warrior two, but it gets slightly elongated. So we stand on the left foot again, and a big step back with the right foot. Big step. Get the toes of that right foot slightly pointing forwards. It's not a right angle. Just get the hips steady. So we start like warrior two. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, keep the shoulders down. Breathing out, bending into the left knee. So we start here. Strengthen that back leg. Now breathing in. As you breathe out, you're going to lower that left forearm down, and the right fingertips reach down to the ground. And this lovely arc, and they reach forwards. And then I go directly upwards and forwards. So in the direction of the left toes, not going directly upwards or backwards. I mean, this is an alternative if you find this is too strong. But I like the feeling of this diagonal. So you're extending into the right fingertips. Look up at the ceiling to prevent the arm from flopping forwards. And this lovely line right to the back foot. If you will practice with this, or if you prefer it and like the support of the ground, you can come into this position, bringing the left hand to the ground if you like. This also helps to open the hip with the support of the arm there. It's a strong one, so we're not going to stay here too long. So to come out of this, we need to bend first of all into the left knee a little bit more. And then as you inhale, sweep both arms up and exhale, lower the arms down. So it's a real leg strengthener. Bend into the right knee and come back to the front of the mat. Leg shake. Yeah. Weight on the right foot. Step back, big step with the left foot. Big step. Just check your feet, feel your feet. Lift the toes, place them down, make a nice connection there. Find your hips. Breathe in, lift the arms up, extend, lengthen the spine. Breathing out, bring the arms down to shoulder height. Breathing in, open the chest. Breathing out, bending into the right knee, making sure it's going in the same direction as your toes, not falling inwards. You should be able to see on the inside of the knee, your big toe there. And now breathe in. And as you breathe out, just taking the right forearm gently. We're not leaning, letting it rest gently and keeping the left shoulder not falling forwards, but keeping it above the right. And then taking the fingertips down to the ground. And as you inhale, this lovely kind of arc, this circle, reaching up here. Again, you can take the right hand to the floor if you want to, if that feels good to you. Extending, left fingertips extending up into the skies, left foot pushing into the ground. So you've got this strong diagonal. It's as if your body is hanging off this line, you know, like it's a washing line or something. If your neck is okay, you can look up at the ceiling, otherwise just leave your face facing forwards. Good. Now to come out of this again, it's a strong position, so we need to bend into that right knee first to give ourselves impetus, and then inhaling, sweep the arms up, and breathing out, lower the arms down. Using the inhale to power ourselves, bend into the left knee, and come back to the front of the mat. Good, shaking the legs a little bit. Let's just release into a squat here. Let's release the hips. So we come into a little squat, lowering down, finding the right position for your feet. And also if your heels are off the ground, don't forget to put some padding underneath them, cushions, blankets, whatever. And let the body hang, get your body between the knees if you can, let them hang forwards. And let the head hang forwards. Release the neck. You can rest the hands on the ground, or I like to place the back of my hands on the ground. It just gets this feeling of just total surrender, release to the ground. Breathe in through nostrils. Sigh, make some sound out through your mouth. Breathing in. Yeah, make whatever sound feels good to you. And feel the impact on your body of making sound, expressing yourself. Yeah, we don't want to hold on to these things. We want to release it, let it move, let the energy move. Very important to make sounds. So we're going to just bring the hands together. Maybe your elbows together. Maybe we can get those elbows apart slightly, pressing them into, as we press them into the inside of the thighs, and we start to lift the chest towards the palm. So we're kind of straightening up the back. If you find yourself falling back, then put something underneath your heels so your weight is shifted forwards. Breathe here. Keep lengthening the back, keep taking the chest forwards, shoulders down. And breathe. Good. And release. Place the hands on the ground. Let's come into a ragdoll. Once more. Knees bent, arms hanging. Have a few sighs here. Also have some sighs and have some sways. Sways and sighs. Very nice combination. So knees are bent, definitely. Body's hanging here. Head is hanging. Arms are either holding
The elbows are just relaxed on the ground, and we're just moving the weight from the right to the left, slowly. Right to left, left to the right, and maybe just having a few sighs out through the mouth on the out breath. So inhale through the nostrils. Yeah, how about a swooping sigh from high to low? This sounds good. Breathing in. Good, and come to a stillness. Breathe easy in and out through the nostrils. Bring your focus of attention as if it's shining. Again, this feeling of shining at the base of the spine. And that shining glow is traveling up through your spine, keeping the knees bent, leaving the arms heavy to the last moment. Shoulders lift up, that shining coming up through the heart, lifting up through the neck, up to the top of the head, shining out through the crown of your head. And the feet are sinking into the ground. And there's a moment there. Feet, hips width apart. Look at the toes. Lift the toes. Lift them. So really giving the feet a little bit of exercise, and then lay the toes down. Now you're going to lift the heels up high and place them down slowly. Let's do the same thing with the toes again, lifting them high. Getting the toes more engaged. You'll find your toes, particularly, and your feet will start to alter slightly with more practice of yoga. They become much more sensual and more well, they mirror what's happening in the body, so they become more supple and stable. So gratitude moment. Breathe in through the nostrils, sigh out through the mouth. Breathing in, as you breathe out, pointing the fingers down to the ground. Thank you, Earth. Opening up on the inhale, opening the hands up. This is a lovely shining. Yeah, let's come out and show ourselves, bring our hands together above the head and bring them back into the heart center. So it's like a little prayer, a universal prayer if you like. And I would describe prayer as a surrendering, allowing, listening. Yeah, so take a moment just to really listen and feel. Inhaling, lifting the arms up, bringing the hands together, watching them as they connect. They connect. And then they come down, and you're watching them. They pass through the heart center and point to the earth again. So we have all these elements, the earth, the body, the inhale. Maybe that's the mind, the inspiration, the spirit. And then we come back to the heart, the devotion, the service, the feeling, the emotion. So we're going through all of this, drawing this big circle. And just bring to mind within all of this, breath, body, movement, heart, spirit. We appreciate whatever we appreciate. What do I appreciate? What do I feel grateful for in this simple practice? Body, breath. Yeah, breathing in. Acknowledging those things we feel grateful for in an internal image or a word which leads us to the sensation of gratitude. How does it feel in the body? Where does it emanate in the body? And what is that sensation? How does it feel? How does it feel? Is it sparking? Is it warm? Is it fluid? Is it explosions? Is it heat? Is it intensity? What is it? Yeah. Let your hands rest at your heart now. Close your eyes for a second. And just ask yourself, how does my heart feel right now? How is the space? Maybe there's not an answer straight away. Give yourself time. And there might not even be a word to describe how your heart is right now. Maybe it's an image, or maybe you could describe it in a poem or a sculpture or a sense. And just enjoy that, whatever it is, even if it's not what you want, just notice and appreciate what it is and how it is right now.
Okay, drop the hands down. A little bit of moving and breathing with this now. So we're going to do a little sun salute. Breathing in, lift the arms up. Breathing out, the arms come down, the knees bend, the fingertips touch the floor. Breathing in, look forwards. Yeah, open the chest, the heart. Let the heart shine. Breathing out, bring the hands to the ground. Straight legs. Bend the knees now a lot. Lift your eyes. Breathing in, look to the heavens. Lift the arms, bring the hands together, and then lower the arms down. Out breath. So the body is an expression of the breath here. Inhale, exhale, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards, express the shining of the heart. Breathing out, forward bend, look at the toes, bend the knees. Push up with the power against the earth. Inhale, exhale. Good. Inhale, exhale. Fingertips, breathing in. Breathing out, forward bend. Chest coming toward the toes. Bend the knees now. Your eyes come forwards and inhale. Reach up to the skies. Breathing out, arms come down. Let's go. A couple more times, a little bit faster. Breathing in. Breathing out, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Exhale, arms come down. Let's get a bit of energy coming in here. Exhale, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Inhale, look forwards. Exhale, forward bend, straight legs. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. Exhale, arms come down. We'll do one more actually. One more. Breathing in. Breathing out, knees bend, fingertips touch the ground. Breathing in, look forwards, open the heart. Breathing out, forward bend. Bend the knees a lot. Breathing in all the way up. And breathing out, lower the arms down. Again, bring the hands to the heart. How does it feel? Is it beating a little faster? Breathe in and breathe out. Let's take that energy into a tree balance. So, earth, skies, the space in between. Put the weight on the left foot. Focus your eyes. Breathe in and out through the nostrils. Get yourself steady. So I always like to bend that standing knee a little bit just to find that steadiness and that fluidity in the leg. You know, you can kind of get a bit more movement in there when the knee is bent. And then taking that right foot either to the inner thigh or the calf, not on the knee or on the floor. Take your choice. Press firmly back with the leg. Breathe in, lift. So the fingertips are lifting up, opening up the arms, opening up the branches, bringing the hands together, and then bringing them into the heart center. You might find it once you start to lengthen up through the body, pushing into the foot, roots pushing into the ground. Then you can start straightening up that leg, opening up the right knee to the side as well. So opening the hips here, opening the chest, lifting the chest, dropping the shoulders back. Back of the neck is long. Often you find as soon as I tuck a tiny little tuck in of the chin, it's like I get this extra, almost a half inch of height, lengthening. Yeah, the tree is growing. It's a very slow, it's working in a whole different time frame to us, the tree. But it's still in movement. It's still constantly communicating, expressing itself. Good. And inhaling, lifting the arms up. Exhaling, lower the arms down. Slowly. Let the arms come down. Then you're going to lift that right knee. If you're still there, see if you can hold that for a second longer. And then lower it down and see if you can do that slowly. Yeah. And then you can shake the legs. My left leg needs a shake. Yeah. Breathe. Okay. Wait now. Plant that right foot. Get a nice springiness in the knee. Focus your eyes, breathing in and out through the nostrils. Find your position with your left foot. You can always use something to lean upon if you need that. And open the hips. So I must feel a sense of opening across the hips, that left knee going back, lifting the chest away from there as well. Inhaling, let's have extended branches here. I like this version. Extending the arms, extending the fingers, the little twigs here. Give the twigs a little bit of a shimmer. In the wind, the breeze is shaking the trees, twigs and leaves. And really, again, think about the back of the neck being really long, the crown of the tree beautiful expression of the tree, reaching up to the light. Good. And the sole of the foot and the roots going down, reaching into the dark. Breathe. Use the inhale to lift the arms up, bring the hands together, bring them to the heart center, bring them through the heart. And then lifting that left knee, see if you can stay with it. Breathe, squeeze the knee high, let it go softly. Let's see if you can float that down. Okay, let's just shake the legs up a little bit. And we're going to just come slowly down to the ground. So we'll take the hands forwards, make sure the feet hips are apart. Take the shoulders back, breathe in. Keep extending the fingers away from each other, so you can extend the arms forward and take the bottom back. Strong belly here, strong back. Keep the shoulders down away from the ears. Keep the knees evenly spaced. They're not they're strong in your thighs. They're going to be strong in the thighs. Slowly lower down, and make sure you take your hands behind you when you need to catch yourself. Extend the legs in front. Have a little bit of a bounce with those knees. Okay. Let's have a forward bend here, because it feels a good idea. So we take the fleshy part at the bottom back, get a bit more leverage forwards then. And we're going to inhale, reach the fingers to the ceiling, look up at the back of the hands, back of the fingers there. Keep your eyes on the backs of the hands. And notice when you're hunching the shoulders forwards, keep the shoulders down away from the ears all the time as you lower your hands down to wherever they reach on the legs here. Maybe they're on the ground. Maybe you have the space to, I like to get the first two fingers, just hook them around the big toes to give myself something to kind of work with. Equally, you can always put a scarf or a piece of fabric, a sock, or a belt, or the cord from your bathrobe is always a good one to put around the feet. So if you want to practice the forward bend a bit more, but with a bit more support, you can do that. Come away from the legs, breathing in, lengthen the back. How do you do this? By taking the chest upwards and forwards. So you notice how this kind of starts to lengthen here. So I'm not kind of hunching forwards. I'm taking the whole back forwards. Take the shoulders back away from your ears. Open the chest across the front of the chest, the front of the shoulders also. Close your eyes and focus on your breath. We're going to stay here for a couple more breaths. So breathe in deeply. Feel yourself lifting slightly away from your legs. And as you breathe out, empty everything out through your nostrils. Slowly, slowly, slowly. Empty, empty, empty. So there's nothing left. And see if the body is just going to give you a bit more space at the end of that out breath. So now we're going to breathe in and lift the arms up again. Look up at the fingers there above the head, and then lower the arms down on the exhale. Take the hands back behind you, and we'll come into this tabletop. Actually, either tabletop, so with the feet on the ground, lift the hips and hold, or if you prefer, you're feeling like actually I want to be a bit less intense, just keeping your bottom on the ground, but opening the chest, taking the shoulders back. So we're just doing a little counter position for the forward bend. Opening the front of the body basically, and lowering down, stretch your legs out, and we'll lower down slowly for relaxation. So extend the fingers towards the toes, slowly, slowly, breathing in and out. Make this extra effort, strong belly. And lower down. Let everything go. Let the arms fall out to the side. Breathe in. Sigh out through the mouth. And maybe just hug your knees. We'll just do maybe a couple more things here just to ease out. And find our way into a closing, a relaxation. Place the soles of the feet on the ground. In fact, let's take a semi-supine position for this one, unless you want to extend your legs out. So semi-supine, space between the feet and the bottom, and also just let the knees fall together. That feels very restful often, particularly for the lumbar region. But if you prefer, you can let the legs relax down. And just place the hands on the belly here, or on the heart, wherever you feel like you want that there. Just close your eyes and breathe. We finish as we began. Let's chant the mantra Om. How does it feel now? How do you compare to the start of our journey tonight? Breathing in. Notice how you feel. How the body feel. Where is that vibration resonating in your body? Maybe the head, or maybe the belly, or heart, or somewhere else. And let the legs just slide away, or stay in that position, or put your legs up on some furniture. There's some choices for you. Put some space between the feet, some space between your arms and your body. Turn the palms up towards the ceiling. Tuck the chin in slightly, or sometimes you might need to have a little folded blanket underneath your head, or small cushion. Not a big cushion. If you've got a big cushion underneath your head, then your neck's going to be like this. It's not going to be in line. And you're going to be cramped up in your throat. So just find a good position, cover yourself if you want to. Please feel free to do that. And we're going to just slow it down for a couple of minutes. So take a deep breath in through your nostrils. Sigh out through the mouth. Yeah. Enjoy your breath. Enjoy your body. Notice how you feel. Take a moment to notice, how do I feel now? What is the impact that I have made on my body, on my mind, on my state of being? How do I feel? Just with your eyes closed, just check in with yourself. How do I feel? What is the impact of my efforts? It's good to acknowledge that and be grateful to ourselves for taking the action of practicing yoga. It will never be wasted opportunity. It will always be something you can draw on. So just let yourself relax now. Soften your breath. Breath is coming softly in and out through the nostrils. And as you lie there quietly and comfortably, let yourself relax. The body is sinking into the ground, feeling a sense of ease. Whatever concerns, worries, things that are going on, just put them to one side for now and give yourself totally to this little moment of repose, this little moment of letting go everything, loosening the grip on everything and just surrendering to the moment. And in this relaxed state, maybe connecting with that authentic self, that authentic expression of yourself, letting go of any judgments of that, knowing that you are lovable, likable, valued, and valuable. So we come to the end of our practice. Start to stretch and move your body and just hold a sense of this authentic self and just appreciate that in yourself. See if you can carry that for at least the rest of the day. And just give yourself a stretch, move on the ground, breathe in deeply, hug your knees, do whatever feels good to you. Enjoy. Breathe deeply. Good. Good. And slowly make your way to seated in your own time. When you start to come to seated, start opening your eyes, start looking around. Notice your environment, notice yourself in your environment. And maybe just notice this lovely surface of skin. It's permeable, but contained. It's like the interface with the world, this skin. And let's love this. These hands, it's one of the most sensitized part of the body. We feel our way through life with these hands. So let's create some heat and energy between these hands. Yeah, so a bit of healing fire. Place that healing fire over the heart center. Close your eyes and have this little moment of focusing on your intention, your sankalpa, and giving that some attention and power and love. Maybe you feel a sense of your own light in there, in the heart center. So say that to yourself, your sankalpa, and allow it to be fully nurtured and held. Yeah. And know that this will grow, flourish, and bear beautiful fruit, just tended to every now and again. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you for being here with me today. It's been really wonderful.